And I'm live for I Love Sketchup issue 63, drawn for free! What will I sketch today? Maybe some horses and hay. My music's a little too loud in my ears. That's better. And I've got me brush. Let's just put down the opacity a little bit. Grab my layer. And now to wait for the lobby to fill up. Ooh. There we go. It's kind of like dark in here. For me, anyway. For you, it probably looks as clear as day. I have all my blinds closed and everything. It's super hot and super sunny outside, so I'm trying to keep the sun out because it burns my skin. Alright. Alright. Hello from Hong Kong. Hey, Zeno. What you doing in Hong Kong? That's weird. Maybe my brush is still a little too big still. Abroad on holiday. Oh, that's super fun. Hey everyone else, say hi. I don't know if there's anybody else watching today, man. I think it's just you and I. I'm like pretty random with my Thursday adventure. Hey, Robert's here. Hey. I'm here. Sweet, sweet Robert. You'll never leave me. You're always here. So what's the plan for today? I have no idea. A girl of some sort, because I've just started sketching a girl. But I don't know. This is going to be like a base outline for whatever character we're going to think of. What would you two like me to draw today? No fan art stuff, unfortunately. Fantina from Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. Or Weiss. Alright, hold on. Let's check out Fantina. they changed their way of doing things, huh? This is really inefficient. Just realized that on Google, when I look at pictures now, it like pops them up on like the far right rather than underneath, where like on the bottom where it used to. I don't find it as good as it used to be. All right, we got Fantina, and the other one was Weiss. I'm guessing from Ruby. Flannery from Pokemon. Oh, curses, I didn't notice the Flannery. Alright, I don't think I'm going to do Flannery for today. Besides, Weiss seems like she'll mix well with Fantina. And this pose that I started working on. Well, the good news is that I'm finally drawing Zeta, the OC from a previous stream with a very basic reference. Oh, that's good. If you love drawing, it's always good to do it. Always do what you love. No, that's not true. If you did that, then you'd never get really good at things and you wouldn't have really great experiences in life. But sometimes the things you don't understand or you might not like, you end up really appreciating when you do it more often. Like eating sushi. Sushi for a lot of people is an acquired taste. Doesn't happen overnight. They'll eat one or two and be like, ugh. And then one day they'll just try one that they like, and the next thing you know, they can't stop eating everything. Okay, let's do something like this. Funnily enough, I've been eating nothing but sushi for the past few days. It's really cheap here. Really? Now, by cheap, do you mean like it's still good? It's just you're paying really little for what it is because it's like maybe not the bestest of qualities. Gave her long legs, but I like long legs. I'm a Sailor Moon guy. Alright, let's see here. That plus is on the other side, so... I know Weiss likes to sing, and this girl straight up looks like a singer, so... gotta be more of an X, I think. Bought low, much better than the overpriced stuff at home. Bonus for the really good wasabi. Nice. Man, I would love to eat sushi. I haven't had sushi in a long time. I've got massive bills to pay thanks to my comic. Hoping it pays itself off over the course of the next month and a half. As I go to a massive convention. The biggest one in Canada. Well, the biggest comic convention in Canada. That's how we're gonna keep this. It's clearly not the biggest convention in Canada. For sure, there's bigger conventions. Oh no, let's not do something like that. Let's bring us in. She's wearing high heels, so let's give her high heels. So what's your favorite kind of sushi? Like if you had to choose like a type of roll or whatever is offered within the world of sushi. I'll tell you mine, but I'm going to wait to hear what you guys have to say about yours first. I'm gonna put a wire too. I know like nowadays these things don't have wires. They're all wireless. But I like the wire. Anything with eel, egg, salmon, avocado, and squid. Oh boy. I'm like I'm a vanilla sushi eater. Like I love salmon, so that's that. I used to really like red tuna, but I don't know, red tuna's endangered and I'm kind of like my brain kind of works in a weird way when there's certain things like that happen. So I don't really eat that. And I don't eat octopus because I love octopuses. I think they're really cool. Squid I don't mind. Alright, let's fix up this head a little. Bring the eyes down, eye level down a little. Yeah, I like that. Salmon, squid. Yeah, I'm a real sucker for salmon. And actually, I love eating, I'll get like a nigiri, so it's like the rice with the fish on it, for those listening that don't know. And I normally will get sashimi, so it's just the fish, so I get extra salmon. So when I get the salmon with the rice on it, I normally cut the rice in half with my chopstick, and then put it on one of the nigiris, because I like a little bit of rice, but not too much rice. like this. This isn't working out the way I want it to. But yeah, I like the cones. I eat sushi cones all the time. The cone is like my favorite thing. It's super weird, but I love it. When I was younger, I wasn't super into them, and then I don't know what happened. There was one day where I was like, I need a sushi cone, and I need a sushi cone right now. And then I never look back. Now I go there, and I'll get tons of sushi cones. It's pretty much like all I get. I get like a couple of my sashimi. Sometimes I'll get sashimi too, and I'll cram it in that cone to have like more. I basically use sashimi for everything. Have her locket out there. This girl has like a whole neck piece that kind of connects from there and comes out like that. But I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to have it like open like this. I'm going to do her giant beehive hair pieces, but I'm going to make it kind of look more like it's real hair. There's something about Pokemon hairstyles with the Pokemon artwork. I think it looks cute sometimes. But like, let's take an amazing I get a lot asked to draw a lot of trainers, and my favorite trainer in Pokemon is Skyla. I just think she looks really pretty. Like, her design's nice, but I hate her little hair bun piece that she has coming out. Like, if it was drawn to look like an actual hair piece, like with a scrunchie, then I wouldn't have minded it so much. But it just looks dumb. So whenever, like, if ever I draw Skyla, I'd probably draw it so it looks a little more accurate. And like this character that I'm doing with Pokemon, her hair is very weird. Like, cause it's got those, it's just like big circles, like beehives. Like, it almost feels like it's made out of metal. But I'm sure that if it was drawn properly, it would look really nice. What's this girl's name again? Fantina. I misspelled all of that. Fantina X Weiss. right. Get me some water. My tablet's acting up on me again. Please, tablet. I haven't drawn in like a little while, since probably my last live stream. I like to take this month off. I know people are like, hey, if you want to be serious, professional drawing, you should draw all the time, 24/7. But I literally draw all day, every day, for hours and hours and hours on end. So I'm allowed to take a month off. I just get so burnt out working on my comic book. Oh, man, my tablet's having so much trouble. It's really frightening. I can't afford $1,000 for a new tablet. So how is all your summers coming along? Fun summer vacation so far? Going good to a point. Let's bring her eyebrow down just a tad. Yeah, my summer's alright too. I can't really complain. Well, I'm a little stressed out with conventions on my comic, but outside of that realm, the summer itself is fine. I mean, like I said, this is like the 1 month a year I get to take off, so I get to catch up and play tons of video games before I won't be able to play any anymore come August. I even have like Fire Emblem pre-ordered, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna play that game. And I got the special edition too. I'm just like, oh man, we'll see. I managed to beat Bloodstain, so that makes me happy. And I'm playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 right now. And even with Fire Emblem coming out in like a couple days, tomorrow, it's coming out tomorrow. Oh gosh, that's a terrible mouth. I feel like I'm just gonna put it aside and ignore it completely. And if I ever have time to play games in between here and there, it's just gonna be Marvel Heroes. Nice so far, excluding the mosquitoes, making my legs feel there's a nest of angry hornets on them. Oh man, mosquitoes. If I was there, you probably wouldn't be getting bitten. They'd be busy eating me. I say that, but who knows? I'm always getting eaten pretty hardcore. I feel like this is too high up. Let's bring it down. I guess I can bring this in a little more. Like something's super off about my drawing. It's bugging me. For sure it involves that mouth. When I do that, it looks okay. So it's gotta be her jawline. Oh man, my tablet. Come on. It's infuriating me. Oh well, I don't really have a choice. Man, I've got like nothing to say today. Sorry, y'all. Normally I try to be as talkative as possible. Has any of you played the new Marvel game, Ultimate Alliance 3? Here it's getting a lot of mixed reviews. Some people say it's awesome, and some people don't like it. This isn't turning out the way I want it to. I'm gonna have to cut this. It's always risky doing an angle like that. I mean, it works, you just gotta find the right place for it. I'm gonna put it about here. That's better. Let's not do that. Good. For a second there, I was kind of scared that I had put it on the wrong layer. That does happen. Excuse me. There we go. Now let's save, because I forgot to do that from the beginning. So anyone here a fan of the anime, You Shouldn't Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Because the second season's on it, like, currently out. I haven't seen the movie either. I know there's like an animated movie, and I really want to watch that. But the second season's got a couple episodes out, and I haven't seen them yet either, but I'm like pretty excited to see those. that's not nice. Let's try redrawing this. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's fuse all my layers. I feel like I'm gonna have a problem with these arms here. Alright, let's see. I know I did my sketch, but my sketch isn't looking good, so it's like this. Her hand is there. That's much better. That'll work. Let's just make her hand a little bigger. Alright, make another layer. I can't do it. Alright, I'm gonna have to move this. Funny thing is, both of them are singers. Really? I actually didn't know that. For reals. I just thought they both... I knew that Weiss was a singer and the other girl looks like one. So I just kind of like... I guessed. I took a wild guess. I like how you did the hair. Thanks. Hopefully it'll turn out looking that nice when I draw it for real. I'm gonna have to draw more often. Like, taking a few days off has really messed me up. Maybe I'll do like a whole bunch of live streams for like that. No, that's not a good idea. That's just gonna kill my hand super quickly. That doesn't make sense. I straight up did the line of her butt using a line tool, and it's not straight, like it's crooked. Like it's not smooth, I mean. Like I wanted it to be smooth, that's why I used that line tool in the first place. Or the pen, I mean, the pen tool. And just, whatever, I'm just gonna make it sketchy. Alright, let's get her hair done. Making the hair look like Volume 7 Weiss and Fantina. Volume 7 Weiss. I don't know what Volume 7 Weiss is. Sorry. I watched Ruby, but I think I only watched up to like season 4. And I enjoyed it. It's just, when I caught up, I was like, well, I caught up. And then I had to wait a year to watch the rest of it, and I just got out of it super quickly. It's terrible to say coming from somebody who spends a year working on a new comic every year. Like, it takes forever. But at one point, like, I do love the show. Like, love it. I think it's really awesome. I'm gonna for sure get back on board. It's just, takes the time it takes. Like, at one point, I'll be like, I've got nothing to watch. And then I'll remember, oh my gosh, I can watch Ruby. Yay. The real issue is that at first I was watching it on my own. And that's perfect because I watch it while I'm drawing. And then at one point, my wife was like, I want to watch this show with you. This show looks super good. And she did, and she really likes it. So now I can't watch it without her. And this happens with a lot of shows I have to mention. So I end up being stuck not being able to watch a lot of the shows I like because she always wants to watch them with me and she doesn't want me to watch them without her, so then I end up just not watching anything. Because she keeps getting into tons of stuff. She'll be like, let's watch Star Trek. So we start watching Star Trek. Like 10 years later, we're still not done all of Star Trek. We should have been finished it forever ago. I managed to plow through the whole entire series of Star Trek within like 2 months. And I've done it more than once because I'm a huge Trekkie. Like, I love Star Trek. So anyway, I've done it so often, and she's like having a hard time getting through like Deep Space Nine. But on the plus side, and we didn't even watch the original. But anyway, I'm getting off track here. My point was just that I have a lot of shows I love to watch, and I never get around to watching them because I have to wait to watch them with her. And I love her, so I'm gonna do it. Volume 7 is coming out November 2nd. Oh, well, wow. I'm going to have a lot of watching to do then. Is the show still pretty good? Like, does it still hold up to all those years ago, or is it getting better? Yeah, it's getting better. Oh, that's cool. I think her head might be a little too high up here. Let's bring it down. Oops. Let's fuse my layers and then bring it down. Looks good like that, actually. Those volume 6 is the game changer. You start questioning everything in 6. Like, questioning, oh, probably who the good guys are. Because right from the beginning, I didn't necessarily think that because I don't, no, I only saw up to like season 4, but the girl with the white hair or whatever seems like she's in charge of all the bad guys. In my head, I was like, okay, well, she wants to kill all these people so badly, and all the humans or whatever. So, for sure, like, the humans have done something. Like, there's something, like, they're not the, I didn't think that they were the good guys. No, that's fine. Let's start doing this girl's hair. I need another layer. I never normally draw the hair on the same layer in case I make a mistake, or so I can just go a little wilder with it. Because of the big truth coming out. Oh, you learn about Salem and Ozpin. Yeah, for sure. But Salem's, I love Salem's design. I think Salem looks cool. I always love the bad guys. Like, I'm playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, like I was saying earlier, and there's so many bad guys I want to play as. One, I'm disappointed that Medusa's not in it. I want to play as Medusa from the Inhumans. That really, like, I didn't understand why she wasn't in it at all. Like, there's only Crystal? Like, come on. And, I don't know, like, yeah, during the game, I really want to play as Hela. I think Hela looks awesome. Mystique is super great. I was hoping Emma Frost was going to be in there. She's not. Let's bring this one down a little more. There we go. This all happens on episode 2. You should watch the rest quick. Yeah, I do want to see it pretty badly. It's just like I said, I can't watch it without my wife, and she wants to watch tons of things. Every time there's like a new show that's out, she's like, "Let's watch this instead," and I'm like, okay." I mean, I love the show Supernatural, and I managed to get up to like season 10 of Supernatural, and I loved every second of it. Even like all the angsty drama, I think that show's the best because they make fun of themselves a lot for their angsty drama, and so I'm always right when I'm starting to get sick of how heavy the show feels, they'll throw you a curveball and it's super hilarious, and I'm like, okay, I'm back in. I love the main characters in that show. Like the characters really sell it to me. Anyway, like and even that, like I want to watch it so much, and she just doesn't have the time. Well, or she finds other things that she wants to watch. So I don't know. At one point, I'm just gonna like be like, we're watching this. I have to do that. Like I gotta put my foot down with our watching stuff. Otherwise, we'll never get around to watching anything. But we did watch Stranger Things. Like I like that we got through it super quickly, which is good because I didn't want to get things spoiled for me. And the third season was actually all right. I think it was the before last episode that I didn't like. It was the only one I didn't like because there's a couple things in it that I was like, that doesn't make sense with the rest of this. But overall, season 3, not as good as season 1 for sure, but better than season 2. But season 2 had some things I really liked in it. I don't know if you've watched Stranger Things, but Dustin and... oh, dang it. Anyway, the other guy that used to be the cool popular kid that ends up being like a more of a main character, I love those two hanging out together. They always have like the best mess arounds. Let's bring these ones out a little more. I think that my problem here is that I just didn't go far out enough with this. There we go. Nice work. Thanks, Zeno. Coming to the end here. My wife is currently at a convention. Well, it's kind of like a convention. It's like a big, it's a symposium. Anyway, it's like this huge event where you go outside and you get, like, she, like, applied to do this because she's a painter and she's really, really good. And, so she's doing that right now, and I need to go help her out, give her some water, do stuff like that. But I didn't live stream on Tuesday night because I hadn't seen her in weeks, and, well, weeks. We basically, with all the conventions, we don't get to hang out, and we had one weekend off, and that one weekend we had off, she was gone hiking for like 5 days, and she came back on the Tuesday. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, and I had tons of things I had to do too, so I was just like, I can't live stream this Tuesday. And that's why I moved it today, but I warned her. I was like, if I do this on Tuesday, I know you've got your symposium. I won't be able to help you. So we ended up having a date night on Tuesday, and that's why I'm doing this now. Alright, let's go over some of this real quick. the shoulder just a little bit smaller. I was gonna put a wire, but I don't think I'm gonna put a wire anymore. Oh, but I kind of designed her to have a wire. Well, maybe I can move it a little more in the center like that. There we go. Now she doesn't need a wire on her microphone. This looks awesome. Give her the scar on her eye. Oh, yeah. It's because you never see her scar. It's like, and how she got it was so ridiculous. Like, it was really nothing iconic. She's just training, and then she cut her eye. Like, come on. They could have done something much cooler than that. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. That means a lot in Volume 5. I mean, you've seen it in 3 and 4. Yeah, well, you also see it in, well, you see it in all the seasons. And they actually, like, before they even came out with the show, they came out with, like, those little videos about each character. And her, you see her training and trying to create, like, a summon, and she gets scarred across the eye with it. And I was kind of like, huh, that's so lackluster. Um... But who knows? Like you said, like if it means a lot and they bring it up later, that's cool. No, that was a Grim in a suit of armor. Really? I thought that it was like one of her summons that she created. It looked like one of her summons. That's why. Eh. And it was like in her castle and everything. It came out so randomly. But they play the video, like it's like a little video that you can see that came out before even the first season came out. So unless they decided to say that was non-canon and they changed it. Alright, y'all. That was super fun. Got to draw Fantina fused with Weiss this week. And I think this is the last week, isn't it? Let's see, we're the 25th today. Are there 31 days in this month? I don't remember. Anyway, maybe there's one next week. If not, I'll see you on the 1st. Last week we drew Azuka fused with a robot. And the week before that, we drew OC Colt and Xeno. Original characters. Let me just save. It's a golem type Grim. Maybe one more. Alright. Let me get my stuff ready to do my outro. My classic outro that I always do now. And I always rate it because it's always fresh and new to an extent. Thus ends my live streaming session for today. Yet the real challenge begins. Listening to my 2-minute long advertisement on me, myself, and I. All links mentioned will be in the description below this video. At a young age, I realized that sleep was for suckers, and I could get way more done by avoiding it altogether. Now that I'm older, all I want to do is sleep. Though, truth be told, this month I have been getting like a little bit of rest here and there in between the conventions I do every single weekend, so it's pretty nice. But second it comes to August, no more sleep. I'm going right back to work on my comic, so... Any case, I work like crazy, and with your epic support of not one, not two, but $3 a month. I know, $3 seems like a lot. I mean, after 10 months, that's 30 bucks. But within 30 days, $3 divided in 30 days, I don't know, that's like what? Like 10 cents a day? In any case, you not only get access to high quality files with all the sketches or pinups I've completed each month, but you give me a few more minutes of rest each day. And all this is on my Patreon account. $3! So I can't possibly express my gratitude for all of you already following me on Patreon. So how about a shout out from a local celebrity? Hi, I'm Jazz. Thanks for supporting Eric. Yo, all your help is extremely appreciated. Ah, gee, Jazz over here, yeah. Oh, Jazz, you're my favorite Autobot. I love you so much. Some people are into old retro things, and you know exactly who you are. Well, I also have all my older sketches and drawings available on my Gumroad page, so if you want to support me, you can always pick them up there. Now hold up a second, because this next part is life or death important. You see, I have my own comic book. Right here, this is my first trade paperback. Smells like first trade paperback to me. In any case, I write it, I illustrate it, I self-publish it, I package it, I do everything. It costs me an arm and a leg in time and in funds. So I would love for you to help support it by going on my Webtoons page. On there you can actually read it because I put up a lot of it for free if you want, and if you want to support it you can always follow me on Patreon or whatever, you know, it's up to you. Any case, on my Webtoons, if you could subscribe to it and rate it a 10 on 10, that would be super appreciated and super awesome. Now I'm going to let you in on a little secret. See, I have a blurry photograph of my kids from the future. It's kind of like in Back to the Future, right? And so, don't ask me how I got this photograph, but with each person that subscribes and likes my YouTube videos, the photo becomes more and more clear, just like in Back to the Future. So, help out not only me, but little Leo, Raph, and Casey and April at having existence. See, those are like my future kids, and they're like fading in and out. I'm not sure if Casey's going to be a girl or a guy, like, who knows. In any case, hit that like and that subscribe button. Now, you know who else is super important to the rise of my future empire? Did I say empire? I meant fun, friendly, magical friends of the fun future. Well, it's you. Do you like sketching or drawing? What about making awesome costumes or cosplays? Well, you do some fan-related stuff to my comic Blythe, and I'll assure you a seat in my future galactic foothold, as well as advertising your fan stuff on all my social medias. Did I say galactic foothold? I meant Adventure Friends Infinity Team. Well, I have to go now, but don't forget that you deserve to have an awesome rest of your day. So I guess I'll be seeing you. And take care, everybody. Bye.